Understood? Yeah. Methods of cultivation of agriculture. There are three important methods. Number one is subsistence farming. Number one is subsistence farming. Subsistence farming is a farming can be done with the help of the family members. With the help of the family members by using the old tools. By using the old tools and equipments for their own consumption. I hope understood. Because whatever they are cultivating the crop in a particular land, they don't take any labor help. They cultivate on their own by using the old tools, by using the old equipments, and it is therefore their own consumption. They are not going to sell anything. Such type of farming you can say is a subsistence farming. Next one is intensive farming. Second one is intensive farming. Intensive farming is a farming can be done where high density population is there. High density population. This type of farming will be done generally high density population. Suppose we take high density population in the country. Tell me any three places. High density population. Bihar, very good. UP, yes, UP, Maharashtra, okay, not Madhya Pradesh, okay. I'll give you three important states, densely populated states in the country. Number one is Uttar Pradesh, number two Bihar, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, okay, etc. All southern states. The southern states all you take, mainly West Bengal, UP, Bihar, Maharashtra. These states you can find high density population. So there people concentrate the production, whatever production they produce, so they will use it for their own consumption as well as the surplus production they sell in the market. The surplus production they sell in the market. And of course while cultivation they will use even all kind of fertilizers etc. Those. That is an intensive type of farming or intensive farming. Other than the subsistence farming and intensive farming, that is third one is commercial farming. Commercial farming you said just now, nothing but as a plantation. Only commercial, we cannot cultivate only plantation crops. Even you can cultivate cotton and jute also. Cotton and jute also can be considered as commercial crops. Even though they are kharif crops, even though they are cultivating monsoon season, but whereas cotton and jute also commercial crops, yes. Right? As you know, jute is a golden fiber. Why is jute is a golden fiber? It grows well in black soils. It grows well in black soils. It needs high temperature, and we have plenty of uses from the jute. Yes. Have you seen the jute? Yeah. We have plenty of uses. Jute can be used preparation of mats, bags, sutli, the tying ropes, yeah, these mats, variety of bags, all those plenty of uses you can get from the jute. Sometimes they may ask you general question: why most of the jute mills established in the Hooghly Basin? Hooghly Basin. Most of the jute mills are located in the Hooghly Basin because availability of raw material, good climatic conditions, network of transportation, cheap labor, cheap electricity, and well-drained black soil. So these are the factors. All these factors available in that belt. Not only in West Bengal, that is along the Hooghly Basin. Even if you take Maharashtra also, even if you can consider as a Maharashtra, their jute here you can take as a cotton. The moment you take Maharashtra, cotton. So much of cotton textile mills established in Maharashtra state. So much of jute mills established in along the Hooghly Basin at Calcutta. Remember this. Cotton and jute considered as a commercial crops. At the same time, these two crops also considered as a fiber crops. Correct, no? Fiber crops. Mention two important fiber crops. Cotton and jute. Which crop is known as a golden fiber? Jute. Which state is the leading production of cotton in the country? Which state is the leading production of jute in the country? West Bengal. State we also city. You are right. If they mention city, you ask Calcutta. State mention, you write down West Bengal. Yeah. So most important here, these two crops considered fiber crops, cotton and jute. Apart from this cotton and jute, you can find two more crops, fiber crops. Can you tell me? One is cotton, jute, silk, very good, and hemp, H-E-M-P, hemp. Of course, in your textbook, they have given only cotton and jute. So in 8th class textbook, they mentioned cotton, jute, hemp, and silk. Of course, silk, which state is the leading production of silk? Which? Very good. Excellent. Why I am asking this? Because we have 16 questions, first 16 questions for one mark questions. Okay, so agriculture, one of the most important topic. Maximum questions can be asked, 1 mark questions. Of course, according to weightage they will ask. Okay, but easy questions and we will not forget. Easily we can attempt the answers, we will get the marks. So Karnataka is the leading production of silk, cotton Maharashtra, jute West Bengal, rice Assam and West Bengal, wheat Punjab and Haryana, sugarcane Uttar Pradesh leading production, second place Maharashtra, leading production of sugarcane Uttar Pradesh, and second place, okay, you take UP only, if not second place Maharashtra. So tea Assam, coffee Karnataka. Okay, which crop is known as leguminous crops? Leguminous crops. Yesterday I told you in the class. Which crops are known as leguminous crops? Pulses. Very good. Pulses are known as leguminous crops. Open the agriculture topic, chapter number 4. Okay, chapter number 4. In that is Jaid crops. After that you can see crop mein hai leguminous, why it holds the moisture. Why it is known as a pulses? Given 1 mark question, it is most important. Please go through it. Why pulses can be considered as leguminous crops. So all these major crops, whatever it is, rice, wheat, cotton, jute, pulses, and even tea, coffee, leading producer of concerned states. This will be asked for map pointing also, as well as 1 mark. Therefore, you have to be concentrate. Now you come to know rice. You know which are the states leading production? Rice growing states. Of course, most of the states leading maximum production comes from Assam and West Bengal. Assam and West Bengal, rice. Assam and West Bengal. Wheat, Punjab and Haryana. Sugarcane, Uttar Pradesh. Cotton, Maharashtra. Jute, West Bengal. Silk, coffee, and sugarcane, Uttar Pradesh. Tea, Assam as well as West Bengal. Coffee. Now, suppose in case we ask you coffee well grown in Karnataka, mention the places. Very good, excellent. Baba Budan Hills, Nilgiri Mountains. You can write down Baba Budan Hills, otherwise Nilgiri Hills. We call it as Blue Mountains. Baba Budan Hills and Blue Mountains. Here, Baba Budan Hills and Blue Mountains. That means here Baba Budan Hills are covering all the states. Don't move like this, otherwise it will not come. This I learned from our vice principal has given. Initially, I don't know how to take this. So like this, we have failed almost 1 week. We have suffered. Thereafter, we have become an expert. Just we will keep there. No movement. Camera should not be moved here. Move, voice will not come. Voice cut ho jayega. Aadha voice aayega, aadha voice nahi aayega. Are you clear? For those who are, for them it will be awkward. So the camera should not move. Once that's why you got to fix there only. It is also galat. That's why 2-3 boxes का लगाना उधर support देना, leave on touch करके you have to leave it. Go sir. Once time over, then that is the work anyhow. You can't help it. So therefore, Baba Budan Hills, it covers almost all the 4 states: Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. These four, Bababadam Hills and Blue Mountains, it covers almost all the state. The entire hills, southern hill, along the hills, they are cultivating coffee as well as tea also. Tea also, not only coffee is cultivating, tea also cultivating. But specifically when they are asking, Assam and West Bengal leading production of tea, and coffee you are taking, will take as a Karnataka, because maximum production comes from Karnataka. Okay. So these are the major crops. So cropping pattern. At the same time, over a period of time, so this agriculture has been declined, right? Due to certain problems, this has been declined. So for the sake of poor farmers in the country, for example, now you see most of the Indian farmers, they are not doing cultivating. Correct? No? Not now. Now again trend has come back. Now everybody want to contribute, go back to the villages. Everybody want to contribute agriculture because they are realizing about the importance of food. Whereas pahle zamana mein, what will happen? You are not getting, because pesticides, chemical, all those cost is more, labor charges due to some problems. We are not, there is no profit. We will go to towns, we will get all facilities like education, electricity, job, etc. They are running away. Now, by seeing, entertaining the city life, they fed up, because whatever they are getting, which is not sufficient for their survival. So they started coming back. Trend has turned now. Now everybody want to come back to villages. They want to cultivate. Happily they want to live, because all the facilities are there. Education is there, health centers are there, library is there, because the local government as well as the central government, of course, government has taken their responsibilities to develop every region, almost all the whole country. So therefore, there is a trend change has been changed, right? So therefore, what problems are they are going to face is, what facilities government has provided for the poor farmers. What facilities are provided for the sake of poor farmers in the country? So one is minimum support price and minimum support price, life insurance, not life insurance, insurance schemes. Insurance scheme is, suppose in case, suppose your cultivated crops has been failed due to what reason? Maybe due to floods or due to drought, floods or due to cyclone, maybe due to whatever, maybe due to the disasters, and climatic conditions, it will spoil. So government will give compensation for the people. Certain amount of money will be given for the losers. So that is one. So like this, there is a most important question. I don't remember all the points. It is a 5-mark question important. The question is very important. What facilities can be given, provided by the government for the poor farmers? Of course, this question I dictate answer particularly. Remember the question regarding agriculture. So this is related to your agriculture. At the same point, regarding map pointing, here choice are less. I told you. Regarding map pointing, only 3 marks from geography, 2 for history. Total 5 marks. Understood? Out of 3 1 is must for nuclear power stations, major seaports, software technology parks, and international airports. Already I told 4, but they are going to ask 3. Extra is like water bodies, important river valleys, major dams, and crops. These are options. Anything can be done. Industries also is there is. So these are options. I cannot give guarantee. But compulsorily, software technology parks, nuclear power stations, seaports or airports. Out of the 3. Compulsory 3 marks. So it's very easy. Everybody can get easily map pointing. 3 there and 2 history. History also almost all that is Champaran, Bihar. Which are the crops? That question. And second one is the Jallianwala Bagh. Okay. Related to Jallianwala Bagh on National Congress meeting. Only these every time say you see any paper any year, only these questions will be asked. So easily you can get these 5 marks. Map pointing already told you, because nuclear power stations I told you already, major seaports already told you. So in the last almost 2 weeks I repeated that before your period, second period test. Okay, once again I tell you because it is easy to score 2 marks, right? Bihar, no? Bihar. So the map part is very easy. Please go through it. It is also given, but instead of going through, you can discuss it. It's very important. Easily you can score. And you people are lucky this year. They introduced paragraph questions. There will be 4 paragraph questions. 4 paragraph questions. Both 2. One is history, one political science, one geography, one economics. All are 5 mark questions. So paragraph will be given like English. Passage will be given, and down some questions will be given 1, 2, 3, 5 questions. Each question 1 mark. Each question 1 mark. Even sometimes for that question also multiple choice given. See how lucky you are. Understanding what I am telling? English में क्या होता है? Paragraph will be given, questions will be 1 mark questions, and see the paragraph and write the answer. But here for that 1 mark question also again they are giving 4 multiple choice. Answer also they are giving A, B, C, D, like in 5 questions. But you got my point. So already options also given. So just that means you read the paragraph thoroughly. By reading question options are therefore easily you can find the answer. 16 marks. 20 marks. 5. History 1. 20 marks means history 1 question, political science 1 question, geography 1, and economics 1. That means 5, 20 marks. Easily you can get. And this year they are introducing 4 mark questions. 4 mark questions, geography 2 and history 2. 4 are there total. 4 are there total. So 16. 20 plus 16, 36. 36 plus 16 marks, 1 mark questions. 36 plus 16? 52. 52 plus 5 marks map point in? 57. And 3 marks questions, 6. 80 marks social paper. 90 marks. Okay, approximately yes. Your 80 marks paper is over. So there will be no 2 mark questions.